For millennia, humanity has looked to the heavens, seeking answers. Who are we? Where did we come from? And what forces shaped the very cradle of our civilization? Across deserts, through dense jungles, and atop windswept peaks, silent monuments stand as stark reminders of a past far more complex, far more bewildering, than conventional history dares to admit. These are not merely stones and ruins. They are questions etched in colossal scale, whispers from a time when the impossible seemed to be the ordinary. We delve into the heart of these enigmas, exploring tales that suggest human ingenuity alone might not tell the full story. A story, perhaps, of alien encounters you won't believe. Every culture, from the farthest reaches of forgotten empires to isolated indigenous tribes, carries a shared narrative. Tales of beings descending from the sky. Gods with unimaginable powers, creators who gifted knowledge, or even destroyers who reshaped worlds. Are these universal myths simply figments of collective imagination? Or do they represent a deeply buried, collective memory of something far more profound? Something truly extraordinary. Ancient texts, meticulously carved tablets, and oral traditions hint at a presence. A guiding, or perhaps interfering, force that predates recorded history itself. What if these stories aren't metaphors, but history? Consider the Great Pyramids of Giza. Monumental in scale, precise in alignment, built with stones weighing many tons. Modern engineering marvels. Yet, they were constructed thousands of years ago, by a civilization we are told possessed only rudimentary tools. How were such massive blocks transported? How were they lifted to such incredible heights? And precisely placed with such accuracy that a credit card cannot fit between the seams? The sheer mathematical precision and astronomical alignment defy the accepted narrative of ancient capabilities. What if the builders had help? What if their knowledge was not entirely their own, but imparted? By whom? In Lebanon lies Baalbek, a site home to truly staggering megalithic ruins. Here, we find the trilithon, 3 massive stones, each weighing an estimated 800 tons. 1. The Stone of the Pregnant Woman, measures over 20 meters and weighs an astounding 1,200 tons. No known ancient civilization had the technology to quarry, transport, or lift stones of this magnitude. Modern cranes struggle with such weights. Who moved these colossal blocks? And for what purpose? The foundation suggests a platform, perhaps for something beyond our comprehension. A landing pad? A launch site? The questions echo across the ages, unanswered by conventional history. High in the Bolivian Andes, the ruins of Pumapunku present another astounding challenge to our understanding. Here, intricate stone blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, are carved with incredible precision. They interlock like puzzle pieces, without mortar, showcasing machining capabilities that shouldn't have existed thousands of years ago. Drill holes. Perfect angles. Surfaces polished to a mirror finish. What tools were used to achieve such flawless work on granite and diorite, some of the hardest stones on Earth? The advanced stonework suggests a level of technology that remains a mystery. A mystery, perhaps, with an extraterrestrial explanation. Stretching across hundreds of square miles of arid Peruvian desert, the Nazca lines are geoglyphs of immense scale and baffling precision. Animals, geometric shapes, and humanoid figures. Some measuring hundreds of feet across. They are only fully discernible from high altitudes. Who created these massive drawings? And more importantly, for whom? The Nazca people had no known flying machines. Were they intended as signals? Markers for something that arrived from above? Their sheer scale and apparent purpose beyond human perspective invite contemplation of visitors, observers, or even instructors who descended from the skies. A monumental enigma, etched into the earth itself. The ancient Sumerians, pioneers of writing and civilization, left behind countless clay tablets. Many describe their gods, the Anunnaki, who descended from heaven to earth. What's truly astonishing are the detailed astronomical texts. Their star charts accurately depict our solar system, including Uranus and Neptune, planets invisible to the naked eye. They even describe the planet Nibiru, or Planet X, a theoretical body far beyond Pluto. How could a civilization thousands of years ago possess such advanced astronomical knowledge? Could it be that the Anunnaki, these sky gods, were not gods at all, but visitors? Sharing their cosmic understanding? The Book of Ezekiel, a cornerstone of ancient biblical texts, contains a passage that has baffled scholars for centuries. Ezekiel describes a vivid, detailed vision of a chariot of fire descending from the sky. Wheels within wheels. Gleaming metal. For living creatures with wings and glowing eyes. A man on a throne. Is this a symbolic religious vision? Or, as some theorists propose, is it a meticulously recounted observation of an advanced aerial craft? An alien encounter described in the only language available to a prophet millennia ago? The descriptive precision raises provocative questions about what Ezekiel truly witnessed. In the remote West African nation of Mali, the Dogon tribe holds ancient traditions. Their sacred knowledge includes incredibly detailed information about the Sirius star system. They speak of Sirius B, a white dwarf star, invisible to the naked eye, orbiting Sirius A. Not only do they describe its existence, but also its immense density and elliptical orbit. Information only confirmed by modern astronomy with powerful telescopes in the 19th and 20th centuries. How could an isolated tribe, without any advanced instruments, possess such profound astrophysical knowledge? They claim this knowledge was given to them by beings from Sirius itself. The Namo. Ancient Hindu texts, like the Mahabharata and Ramayana, describe incredible flying machines called vimanas. These craft are depicted as capable of interstellar travel, armed with powerful weapons, and piloted by advanced beings. Some descriptions are remarkably specific: a machine that could fly by itself, a chariot in the sky, even detailing propulsion methods and maneuvers. Are these simply mythological fantasies? Or do they represent recollections of aerial vehicles witnessed, or perhaps even utilized, by ancient civilizations? The sheer consistency of these accounts, across disparate texts, paints a compelling picture of technology far beyond their supposed era. Adding further intrigue to the Vimana mystery is the Vaimanika Shastra, an ancient Sanskrit text. This document, purportedly a technical manual, describes the construction and operation of these flying craft in remarkable detail. It outlines various types of vimanas, their power sources, and even piloting instructions. While modern engineers debate the feasibility of its designs, the existence of such a sophisticated blueprint thousands of years ago is perplexing. How could ancient sages compile such detailed technical specifications without a foundational understanding of aeronautics? Was this knowledge inherited? Or directly observed, then meticulously recorded? The Piri Reis map, compiled in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral, is a cartographical marvel and a profound enigma. It accurately depicts coastlines of continents not yet discovered by Europeans, including Antarctica, free of ice. Its precision, especially regarding the subglacial topography of Antarctica, is astonishing. Information that would require advanced aerial or satellite imaging to obtain. Where did Piri Reis get his source maps? He claimed they were based on much older, lost charts. Could these ancient sources have utilized a technology, or a perspective, far beyond that of the 16th century? A perspective perhaps, from above. Discovered in various Mesoamerican sites, the crystal skulls are masterworks of craftsmanship. Carved from solid quartz crystal, some are anatomically perfect, others more stylized. What makes them truly mysterious is how they were made. Modern scientists suggest that crafting them from quartz, a 7 on the Mohs scale of hardness, with the precision seen, would require laser technology or incredibly fine diamond-tipped tools. Tools unavailable to the ancient Maya or Aztecs. The precise cut surfaces, without any tool marks, leave archaeologists baffled. Did these enigmatic artifacts originate from an unknown ancient technology? Or from a source far more alien? Found near Baghdad in 1936, the Baghdad Battery is an artifact dating back over 2,000 years. A simple clay jar containing a copper cylinder, an iron rod, and traces of an acidic agent. When reconstructed, it produced an electrical current. If this was indeed a primitive battery, what was its purpose? Electroplating? Religious ritual? And why do we find no widespread evidence of ancient electrical technology? It stands as a solitary anomaly. A fleeting glimpse of a knowledge lost, or perhaps, a piece of technology left behind, misunderstood, until modern science caught up. An out-of-place artifact challenging our timeline of innovation. In 1961, prospectors found what appeared to be a spark plug encased in a geode, dating back 500,000 years. The Koso artifact sparked heated debate. Was it an out-of-place artifact suggesting advanced ancient civilizations, or perhaps something even more profound? While mainstream archaeology largely dismisses it as a natural formation or a misidentified modern object, the core of the mystery remains. If it was indeed a manufactured device, 500,000 years old, it utterly shatters our understanding of human technological development. A tiny, inexplicable whisper from a time when humans were barely walking upright. Who built it? And why? Throughout the world, from Egyptian hieroglyphs to Native American petroglyphs, we find curious depictions. Figures with large, elongated heads, prominent eyes, sometimes appearing to wear helmets or suits. Are these mere artistic interpretations of gods or spirits? Or are they literal representations of visitors? Beings observed in ancient times, whose appearance was so distinct, so otherworldly, that artists felt compelled to capture it. The consistency of these spaceman or alien figures across different cultures, separated by vast distances and millennia, is unsettling. A shared visual memory, perhaps, of alien encounters you won't believe. Ancient texts, both religious and mythological, speak of enigmatic entities. In Islamic traditions, the jinn are beings of smokeless fire, capable of interacting with humans. In Judeo-Christian lore, the Watchers or Nephilim are described as powerful beings who descended to earth, intermingling with humanity and teaching forbidden knowledge. These are not simple spirits. They are tangible, powerful entities. Could these ancient accounts be veiled descriptions of extraterrestrial beings? Visitors with advanced capabilities, perhaps mistaken for angels or demons, who had a profound impact on early human development? The descriptions are too vivid to ignore. In southeastern Turkey, Göbekli Tepe stands as the oldest known megalithic structure, predating Stonehenge by 6,000 years. Built by hunter-gatherers, a feat conventionally deemed impossible for their level of societal development. Its massive T-shaped pillars, intricately carved with animals, are arranged in circles. Why build such a complex, monumental site before the invention of agriculture or settled societies? It defies our understanding of early human history. What compelled these nomadic peoples to create such an enduring enigma? Was it a temple? A meeting place? Perhaps, a site dedicated to beings revered, or observed, in the skies above. Tales of giants. They appear in nearly every culture's mythology and ancient texts. The Nephilim of the Bible. The Titans of Greek myth. The Jotun of Norse sagas. Beings of immense stature and power, often described as progenitors or early rulers. Could these universal legends be echoes of actual encounters with a different species? Perhaps, even hybrid beings? If extraterrestrial visitors did interact with early humanity, could their physical characteristics or genetic influence have manifested in these legendary figures? The uniformity of these giant narratives suggests something more than just tall tales. Something truly astounding. The Olmec civilization, Mesoamerica's earliest known civilization, left behind colossal basalt heads. Sculptures of enormous scale, weighing up to 50 tons, depicting individuals with distinct, non-Mesoamerican features. Broad noses, thick lips, helmets. How were these massive stones transported hundreds of miles from quarries? And what or who inspired these unique facial characteristics? Some theorists propose they depict ancient African visitors. Others, more controversially, suggest they represent beings beyond Earth. Their distinctive features, unlike any other known ancient American people, hint at a powerful external influence. An influence, perhaps, from the stars. Across continents, from Stonehenge to the intricate stonework of Machu Picchu, we find megalithic structures of bewildering complexity. Massive stones, often cut with laser-like precision, fit together perfectly without mortar. How did ancient peoples, without iron tools or knowledge of the wheel in some cases, achieve such architectural feats? The sheer scale and precision suggest not just advanced engineering, but a fundamental understanding of physics and construction that we attribute to much later periods. Was this knowledge developed independently by disparate cultures? Or was it a shared instruction? A blueprint, perhaps, from a non-human source? Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, the Antikythera mechanism is a complex ancient Greek analog computer. Dating to the 1st century BCE, it could predict astronomical positions and eclipses with remarkable accuracy. Its intricate gearwork and advanced mathematical principles are centuries ahead of its time. Nothing remotely similar was constructed for another 1,000 years. This ancient computer begs the question, how did this knowledge suddenly appear? Was it an isolated genius? Or a remnant of a more advanced, perhaps forgotten, civilization? Or a piece of technology, or the knowledge to create it, passed down from an even more extraordinary source? Legends of lost, highly advanced civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria persist across cultures. Tales of utopian societies possessing incredible technology, capable of flight and harnessing unknown energies, ultimately destroyed by cataclysms. Are these just myths, or do they hold a kernel of truth? Could these lost civilizations have been seeded by, or developed with the direct assistance of, extraterrestrial beings? Their sudden disappearance, leaving behind only tantalizing whispers and inexplicable ruins, fits a pattern. A pattern of advanced knowledge appearing, then vanishing, leaving behind only a trail of questions. What if these stories are not just fables? In ancient India, the legends of the Rama Empire speak of a vast, technologically advanced civilization existing thousands of years ago. It describes cities with elaborate architecture, sophisticated weaponry, and the aforementioned flying vimanas. These accounts predate what we consider to be the dawn of complex civilization. Were these powerful empires truly indigenous? Or were they founded upon knowledge and perhaps even leadership from external forces? The sheer scale of technological advancement described within these legends seems to leapfrog conventional historical timelines. A tantalizing glimpse into a hidden past, where ancient alien encounters were perhaps the norm. Disturbing passages in ancient Indian texts, specifically the Mahabharata, describe devastating wars. Weapons so powerful they caused mass destruction, melting fortifications, and leaving behind barren, irradiated lands. Descriptions eerily similar to modern nuclear warfare. A single projectile charged with all the power of the universe. An incandescent column of smoke and fire. Could these ancient texts be describing not just mythical battles, but actual events? Events where advanced technology, perhaps even nuclear, was employed? If so, who possessed such destructive power in antiquity? And from where did it originate? The implications are chilling. Some fringe theories suggest that ancient Egypt was founded not by gradual evolution from simple tribes, but by an influx of a dynastic race from elsewhere. This theory points to the sudden appearance of advanced knowledge, sophisticated building techniques, and a complex hierarchical society, seemingly overnight, in early dynastic Egypt. Where did this advanced knowledge come from? Did a group of highly intelligent, perhaps non-human, beings arrive and kickstart civilization? The abrupt transition from nomadic life to monumental architecture and writing presents a historical discontinuity. A discontinuity that whispers of external intervention. Discovered in 1898, the Saqqara bird is an artifact from ancient Egypt, dating to around 200 BCE. Resembling a bird, it has a wingspan of 180 mm. Crucially, its aerodynamic design, particularly the inverted dihedral wings, is reminiscent of a modern glider or aircraft. It possesses no bird-like legs, instead having a broken tail that suggests a vertical stabilizer. Was this merely a toy? Or a model? A prototype, perhaps, of a forgotten ancient Egyptian flying machine? Its aerodynamic efficiency is undeniable, sparking debates about lost knowledge and the possibility of ancient experimentation with flight. A small, yet profound, puzzle piece. Within the temple of Seti I at Abydos, Egypt, lies a series of hieroglyphs that appear strikingly anachronistic. Carved into a ceiling beam, they seem to depict modern flying machines, a helicopter, a submarine, and even what looks like a futuristic aircraft. While mainstream Egyptologists attribute these to palimpsest effects, overlapping carvings over time, their clarity and resemblance to modern technology are uncanny. Are they merely coincidences of erosion and recarving? Or are they genuine glimpses into advanced technology observed by the ancient Egyptians? A historical anomaly, perhaps suggesting visitors from another time. Or another world. The Dendera Light. Within the Temple of Hathor at Dendera, Egypt, an intriguing relief depicts what some interpret as a giant light bulb. Enclosed in glass, connected to a power source, held by a priest. A representation of an ancient electrical device? Mainstream scholars argue it's a mythological depiction of the Djed pillar and a lotus flower. Yet, the resemblance to a Crookes tube, an early form of light bulb, is striking. Could the ancient Egyptians have possessed knowledge of electricity? Or did they merely depict something they observed? A powerful, glowing object, brought by visitors from beyond their realm? Sumerian texts speak of the Anunnaki, beings who came to Earth for gold. They are described as powerful, benevolent yet demanding, and the creators of humanity. Could this be a literal account? Did an advanced extraterrestrial civilization arrive on Earth, not for conquest, but for resources? And did they genetically engineer early hominids to serve as a labor force, creating Homo sapiens in their image? This radical theory suggests our very existence is the result of an ancient alien intervention. A direct, unbelievable alien encounter, leaving an indelible mark on our DNA and our planet. The idea of humanity being created or engineered by gods is a recurring theme in global mythology. From the Epic of Gilgamesh, describing the creation of Enkidu from clay and god blood, to various creation myths where deities mold humans from primeval elements. These narratives often involve a divine spark or specific instructions. Are these symbolic accounts of divine intervention? Or veiled descriptions of sophisticated genetic manipulation, understood and recounted in the metaphorical language of antiquity? The consistent theme of creation through intervention raises questions about humanity's true lineage. Questions that defy simple answers. In South Africa, miners have discovered hundreds of metallic spheres, often with 3 parallel grooves around their equators. Found in pyrophyllite deposits, they date back nearly 3 billion years. These Klarksdorp spheres are not natural geological formations. They are perfectly spherical and incredibly hard, resembling manufactured objects. If they are artificial, who created them? And how, 3 billion years ago, before complex life even existed on Earth? They represent an immense challenge to evolutionary and geological timelines. A silent testament to an inexplicable presence, far, far in our planet's unimaginably deep past. A profound mystery. Among pre-Columbian gold artifacts from Colombia, a collection of small, zoomorphic figurines stands out. Dating back over 1,000 years, they are often dismissed as stylized animals. Yet, their aerodynamic design is uncanny: delta wings, vertical stabilizers, and even what appear to be cockpits. They bear a striking resemblance to modern jet aircraft or space shuttles. If these are indeed representations of flying machines, how did an ancient South American culture conceive of such technology? Were they depicting local fauna, or something more profound? Something observed, something remembered, from an alien encounter that defies belief? The sheer scale, precision, and recurring themes in ancient megalithic sites worldwide suggest a common, guiding hand. A shared knowledge base. From the perfectly interlocking stones of Puma Punku to the astronomical alignments of Stonehenge, the technology seems to appear, fully formed, across disparate cultures, separated by oceans and centuries. Did ancient humans independently develop these incredible skills? Or were they perhaps instructed? Mentored by an advanced intelligence? An intelligence that left its unmistakable signature across the planet. The theory of ancient alien architects postulates a profound, yet hidden, influence on our planet's foundational civilizations. Why do so many ancient cultures possess detailed astronomical knowledge that seems impossible for their time? Why do their myths speak so consistently of sky beings? The patterns are too pervasive to be mere coincidence. From the Orion correlation in the Giza pyramids to the celestial maps of the Mayans, humanity has always been profoundly connected to the cosmos. But was this connection merely spiritual? Or was it physical? A direct lineage, or repeated interactions, with beings from other stars? This cosmic connection seems to be a foundational element of humanity's deepest historical narratives. Could many of these inexplicable ancient feats be the result of a lost technology from an earlier, highly advanced human civilization? Perhaps an Atlantis-like culture that vanished, leaving behind only scattered artifacts and ruins. A civilization that reached a technological zenith, then collapsed, its knowledge forgotten or deliberately suppressed. This theory suggests that the advanced elements we see are not alien, but rather echoes of a forgotten human golden age. Yet, even then, the question remains, where did that civilization get its initial spark of genius? Did even they, in turn, have mentors from the stars? If alien life is abundant, as some astronomical calculations suggest, where is everyone? This is the Fermi paradox. One proposed answer is the Great Filter, a barrier that prevents civilizations from reaching interstellar travel. Perhaps we are past it, or approaching it. But what if the filter is in our past? What if advanced civilizations visited Earth, shaping us, only to be themselves destroyed by some cosmic cataclysm or internal failure? Leaving us, their nascent progeny, to rediscover the universe and their lost legacy. The silence of the cosmos could hide a profound, terrifying truth about our own origins. The phenomenon of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs, once dismissed as mere fantasy, is now acknowledged by governments worldwide. Modern sightings, often by highly trained military personnel, describe objects performing maneuvers beyond known human technology. Extreme speeds, instant acceleration, defying gravity. Are these glimpses of a continuing alien presence? Are the visitors from ancient times still here? Observing? Intervening? The consistency between ancient descriptions of flying chariots and modern UAP reports is startling. It compels us to consider a continuous thread, a silent watch, spanning millennia. The encounters continue. In recent years, governments and official bodies have begun to declassify documents and acknowledge the reality of UAPs. Whistleblowers, often former intelligence or military personnel, have come forward with incredible testimonies. The push for disclosure, full transparency regarding extraterrestrial contact, gains momentum. Why now? Are we being prepared for a truth too profound to reveal all at once? The slow drip of information suggests a long-held secret, carefully managed. A secret that could fundamentally alter our understanding of history, science, and our place in the universe. The implications are staggering. Some ancient texts and indigenous prophecies carry not only tales of celestial visitors but also warnings. Warnings of cataclysms, of cycles of destruction and rebirth, often tied to cosmic events or the return of these sky beings. Are these mere superstitions? Or do they contain coded messages? Cautionary tales passed down through generations, urging humanity to remember, to prepare. If our ancestors truly experienced alien encounters, perhaps they also received counsel, or warnings, about the future. A future that might involve a reckoning, or a reunion, with our supposed creators or ancient mentors. Discovered in Mexico in the 1930s, the Starchild skull is a profoundly unusual cranial specimen. Its morphology is radically different from a normal human skull. Larger cranial capacity, thinner bone, and unusual eye sockets. While initially dismissed as a deformed human, DNA analysis has yielded conflicting and perplexing results. Some studies suggest it is human, others point to anomalies that defy categorization. Could it be a genuine example of an alien-human hybrid? A relic of a genetic experiment? A direct, tangible piece of evidence of an alien encounter that challenges human lineage? The debate continues, shrouded in scientific mystery. The Roswell incident of 1947 stands as a cornerstone of modern UFO lore. A crashed object, strange debris, and official contradictory statements. Initially described as a flying disc, then swiftly reclassified as a weather balloon. Eyewitnesses claimed seeing non-human bodies recovered. Was Roswell a cover-up? A deliberate obfuscation of an alien encounter on American soil? The persistent allegations, the shifting narratives, and the enduring mystery resonate with the ancient stories. It raises the uncomfortable question: if such events occurred in modern times, how many similar incidents were suppressed or misunderstood in antiquity? The ancient narratives spoke of watchers who descended. Perhaps they never left. Perhaps they have been observing, subtly guiding, or occasionally interfering with humanity's trajectory for millennia. The sheer number of unexplained phenomena, both ancient and modern, suggests a persistent presence. Not a single, isolated event, but an ongoing saga. An alien presence that has been an intrinsic, yet unacknowledged, part of our history. What if the gods of yesterday are the UAPs of today? And what if their return, or their full revelation, is imminent? A truth that humanity may finally be ready to confront. The accumulated evidence, the unanswered questions, the consistent narratives from disparate cultures, they coalesce into a powerful challenge. A challenge to our comfortable, linear understanding of history. What if humanity's journey is not a solitary ascent, but a guided evolution? What if our greatest technological leaps, our most profound spiritual insights, were not entirely our own? The possibility of ancient alien encounters so impactful they were woven into the fabric of our myths, art, and monumental architecture, demands serious reconsideration. Our past, it seems, is far stranger than we have been led to believe. As more information emerges, as technology allows us to re-examine ancient sites with new eyes, the picture becomes clearer, yet more complex. We are on the precipice of an unveiling. A moment when humanity might finally come to terms with its true origins. The questions are no longer relegated to the fringes, but enter mainstream discourse. Who were these beings? What was their purpose? And what is their relationship to us, their potential descendants? The truth, whatever it may be, promises to be one of the most significant revelations in human history. The answers, perhaps, are just beginning to surface. Are the watchers still watching? Are the architects still present? The lingering question resonates through our modern world, just as it did in antiquity. Unexplained lights in the sky, impossible maneuvers, and sudden disappearances. These reports are too numerous, too consistent, to be ignored. The ancient alien encounters you won't believe may not be confined to the dust-covered pages of history. They might be unfolding right now, above our heads, in the shadows of our modern cities. The possibility remains that we are not alone. And that we never have been. From the colossal stones of Baalbek to the intricate Nazca lines, from the cosmic knowledge of the Dogon to the mysterious Vimanas, history is replete with anomalies. These aren't isolated incidents, but rather threads in a vast tapestry, weaving a story of intervention and influence. A story that challenges every conventional belief about humanity's past. We may never have definitive answers. But the questions, the profound, unsettling questions, will continue to echo. And in their echo, we find an invitation to look beyond the accepted, to embrace the unbelievable. To truly understand, who are we? What if our destiny is intertwined with these ancient visitors? What if the very essence of human curiosity, our innate drive to explore, to innovate, to gaze upon the stars, is a legacy left behind by them? A cosmic inheritance. The universe is vast, full of wonders and mysteries far beyond our current grasp. And perhaps, the most incredible mystery of all lies not in the distant future, but deep within our own past. A past shaped by encounters that defy logic, that stretch the imagination, that are truly, unbelievably alien. The search for truth about our origins, about the unexplained phenomena of our past, is an ongoing journey. Every new archaeological discovery, every declassified document, every re-evaluation of ancient texts, brings us closer. Closer to understanding the profound implications of alien encounters that our ancestors might have experienced. The story is far from over. It is merely beginning to unfold. A narrative whispered from the stones, etched in the stars, and hidden within the very myths that define us. What will the next revelation uncover? The possibilities are infinite. Think of the precision. The megalithic stones cut with almost surgical accuracy, fitting together without mortar. The incredible logistical challenge of transporting multi-ton blocks across vast distances. How? The answer, for some, lies beyond human ingenuity alone. It points to knowledge, tools, or even direct assistance from a non-terrestrial source. These ancient engineers, armed with seemingly impossible techniques, defy our understanding of their time. They leave behind a silent, yet powerful, testament to a past where engineering feats were perhaps inspired, or even executed, by visitors from the cosmos. The Olmec culture of ancient Mesoamerica, with its colossal heads and jade artifacts, is often considered the mother culture of later civilizations like the Maya and Aztec. Their mythology speaks of jaguar gods and other powerful deities. But what if these weren't simply deified animals? What if they were interpretations of advanced beings? The Olmec's sudden appearance with sophisticated art, urban planning, and a complex calendar system, all without clear antecedents, fuels theories of external influence. Could their gods have been the first alien encounters recorded in the Americas? From the Vimanas of ancient India to the Saqqara bird of Egypt, the concept of flight permeates ancient narratives and artifacts. It appears in civilizations that, by conventional history, possessed no such technology. The detailed descriptions of aerial combat in the Mahabharata. The aerodynamic design of small, golden plane figurines. These are not merely symbolic. They are precise, functional, and deeply challenging to our timeline of technological development. Were these ancient peoples witnessing, or even utilizing, flying machines far beyond their supposed capabilities? Evidence, perhaps, of alien technology at play. The invention of writing is a monumental leap for any civilization. It allows for the transmission of complex knowledge across generations. Yet, in places like Sumer, writing appears almost fully formed, seemingly without a long evolutionary period. Cuneiform, a sophisticated system, emerges with incredible speed. Could this sudden leap in cognitive and communicative ability be linked to external influence? Did the sky gods provide humanity with this crucial tool, a means to record their teachings, their history, their very presence? The genesis of writing, for some, hints at more than just human innovation. During World War II, isolated tribes in the Pacific witnessed advanced Western technology for the first time. They observed planes landing with cargo and soldiers with strange equipment. After the war, these tribes developed cargo cults, building mock runways and planes, mimicking rituals, believing these sky gods would return with more gifts. This modern phenomenon offers a fascinating lens through which to view antiquity. Could ancient peoples have done something similar? Witnessing advanced alien technology, misinterpreting it as divine, and embedding it into their myths and art? A cycle of observation, reverence, and misinterpretation. An intriguing, albeit controversial, theory proposes that not all aliens come from beyond our planet. What if some come from within? The Hollow Earth theory, supported by some ancient myths and even a few modern explorers, suggests there are vast, habitable spaces beneath the Earth's surface. Could these be the origins of some sky gods, or perhaps even secretive watchers who emerge when least expected? This theory adds another layer of complexity to the alien encounter narrative, positing a hidden, terrestrial origin for some of the inexplicable phenomena observed throughout history. Are there secrets deep below our feet? Ancient philosophies, particularly those of the Maya and Hindus, speak of grand cycles of time. Yugas. Ages. Periods of creation, flourishing, destruction, and rebirth. These cycles often correlate with celestial alignments or cataclysmic events. What if these aren't just philosophical concepts, but actual records of Earth's history? Periods where advanced civilizations, perhaps with alien assistance, rose and fell? What if the destruction was so absolute, it erased nearly all traces, leaving only fragmented myths and inexplicable ruins? Humanity might be caught in an endlessly repeating cosmic drama, with unseen players pulling the strings. In the face of these incredible anomalies, the scientific and archaeological communities often retreat to conventional explanations, labeling anything beyond current understanding as myth or misinterpretation. But as technology advances and evidence mounts, these traditional explanations wear thin. The human spirit, driven by an insatiable curiosity, demands deeper answers. The search for the truth about ancient alien encounters is not merely about finding proof of extraterrestrial life. It is about understanding ourselves, our past, and our true place in the vast, mysterious cosmos. The quest for truth knows no bounds. What if Earth itself was, and perhaps still is, a cosmic classroom? A planet chosen by an advanced civilization to nurture, observe, or even experiment with life. The sudden bursts of innovation, the inexplicable leaps in human intelligence, the persistent myths of knowledge brought from the stars, they could all be pieces of a grand educational design. Did ancient aliens visit to teach? To guide? To bestow us with the foundations of science, mathematics, and agriculture? The notion challenges our ego, but offers a profound, alternative explanation for humanity's extraordinary journey. The greatest challenge in uncovering these truths is the silence of the past. Millennia separate us from these alleged encounters. Languages are lost, records are destroyed, and memories fade into myth. Yet, the echoes remain. In the grand monuments. In the cryptic texts. In the universal stories. These are not merely historical curiosities. They are breadcrumbs. Left by whom? For whom? The silence of the past is not empty. It is pregnant with untold stories, waiting for us to piece them together. Waiting for us to listen more closely. If these ancient alien encounters are real, they don't diminish humanity's achievements. Instead, they elevate our story into something far grander. It means we are part of a cosmic family, with a shared, unbelievable heritage. It means the universe is not just vast and empty, but teeming with life and history. It reframes our entire understanding of existence, placing us within a larger narrative. A narrative of contact, influence, and perhaps, destiny. The implications are profound, beckoning us to embrace a truth that is both humbling and awe-inspiring. A truth we are only beginning to grasp. We have explored the astonishing evidence, the challenging theories, and the enduring questions. From the colossal structures of forgotten empires to the enigmatic texts of ancient sages, the consistent theme of visitors from above resonates throughout our history. But what about the next encounter? Has it already begun? Is it unfolding in the skies above us, in the depths of our oceans, or in the very fabric of our reality? The possibility of alien encounters, both ancient and future, reshapes our perception of everything. The universe holds secrets, and humanity is slowly, inexorably, uncovering them. Let's revisit the Fermi paradox. If alien life is common, why no clear evidence? Perhaps the evidence isn't missing, it's simply misunderstood. Buried in our past. Woven into our myths. Etched into our impossible architecture. What if the silence isn't emptiness, but a carefully observed quietude? Or a deliberate choice by an ancient, watchful presence? The paradox may only exist because we've been looking in the wrong places, not out into the void, but deep into the very origins of our own civilization. The answers might not be light years away, but hidden within our history. The persistent narrative of alien encounters forces us to ponder our place, not just on Earth, but in the cosmos. Are we truly an isolated species, the sole intelligent life in our corner of the galaxy? Or is Earth merely one world among many, a vibrant node in an ancient interstellar network? The history of humanity, viewed through the lens of ancient alien theory, transforms from a solitary saga into a grander, cosmic drama. Our cradle, our home, may have been visited, influenced, and perhaps even engineered by intelligence from beyond. The universe beckons with unbelievable truths. What legacy did these visitors leave behind? Not just the monumental structures or the cryptic texts, but perhaps something deeper. A spark of curiosity? A drive for exploration? A yearning for knowledge beyond our grasp? If ancient alien encounters truly occurred, their impact would be immeasurable, shaping not just our past, but our very potential for the future. The echoes of their presence resonate in our scientific endeavors, our philosophical inquiries, and our relentless gaze towards the stars. We are, perhaps, living out their legacy, driven by an ancient, cosmic impulse. Some argue that attributing these wonders to aliens diminishes human achievement. Yet, what if the greatest human achievement was to incorporate, understand, and perhaps even collaborate with an intelligence beyond our own? To forge a civilization from disparate pieces of knowledge, some terrestrial, some extraterrestrial. The human factor in this grand narrative is not removed, but elevated. We become participants in a universe far richer, far more interconnected, than we ever imagined. The unbelievable nature of these encounters only serves to highlight the incredible resilience and adaptability of humanity. The narrative of ancient alien encounters is not a definitive declaration, but a compelling hypothesis. It offers an alternative lens through which to view the deepest mysteries of our past. An unseen influence, subtly shaping our journey, leaving clues in plain sight. These are stories that defy belief, yet persist with astonishing regularity across cultures and across time. They invite us to question, to explore, and to consider the profound implications of a history far grander and far stranger than the one we typically accept. The unseen influence continues to ripple through our reality. We are living in an era of collective awakening. The barriers between fringe theories and mainstream science are dissolving. Governments are releasing data, experts are speaking out, and the public is demanding answers. This growing openness is crucial for confronting the possibility of ancient alien encounters. It allows us to piece together the global puzzle, connecting the Sumerian Anunnaki to the Nazca lines, the Vimanas to modern UAPs. The truth, when fully revealed, will not just change history, it will change our future. Our collective awakening to these unbelievable encounters is only just beginning. Re-examine the evidence. Puma Punku's precision cuts. The Baghdad battery's electricity. The Antikythera mechanism's complexity. These aren't just anomalies, they're echoes of a sophisticated understanding of engineering and physics. Knowledge that should not have existed in those eras. Are these artifacts proof of ancient alien technologies? Relics left behind, or instructions misunderstood? The sheer volume of such out-of-place artifacts suggests a consistent pattern of advanced technology appearing, then disappearing, from the historical record. A pattern hinting at a source beyond human hands. What if our ancient myths and texts are not just stories, but a cosmic library? A collection of knowledge, perhaps even history, preserved in symbolic form. The Epic of Gilgamesh, the Mahabharata, the Book of Enoch, they describe events and beings that resonate with the alien encounter hypothesis. If we learn to read them not as allegory, but as veiled historical accounts, what profound truths might they reveal? The wisdom of antiquity, perhaps a key to unlocking the greatest secrets of our past, carefully stored for those ready to truly listen. The scattered pieces of this grand puzzle are beginning to connect. The megalithic structures, the advanced astronomical knowledge, the sky god myths, the out-of-place artifacts, they form a coherent, albeit radical, narrative. A narrative that points to a profound external influence on early human civilization. It's no longer about isolated anomalies, but about a consistent, global pattern. What emerges is a startling picture of a past interwoven with alien encounters, shaping our very journey to the present. The dots are aligning, revealing an unbelievable truth. Is the greatest conspiracy not about aliens hiding from us, but about the truth of our past being hidden from us? A deliberate effort to maintain a sanitized, linear history that avoids the uncomfortable implications of extraterrestrial contact. Why would such a truth be suppressed? Perhaps to maintain societal control, or out of fear of the unknown. But the cracks are showing. The old narratives are crumbling. And in their place, a new, more expansive, and perhaps more frightening, truth is emerging. The real conspiracy, if it exists, is about human control over our shared understanding of reality. If ancient alien encounters shaped our civilization, are we truly ready to accept that truth? The implications are immense. It challenges our religions, our science, our sense of unique human exceptionalism. But it also offers an unprecedented opportunity for growth, for understanding our place in a larger cosmos. The journey to discover our true origins is a journey of self-discovery. A profound reckoning with our past. The question isn't whether the truth is out there, but whether humanity is prepared to confront the unbelievable reality of its own beginnings. The echoes of ancient alien encounters resonate through time, shaping our myths, influencing our monuments, and perhaps even igniting the spark of our intelligence. This isn't just history, it's a living narrative that continues to unfold. The mysteries of our past are not just puzzles to be solved, but profound questions that define who we are and where we are going. The enduring legacy of these unbelievable encounters compels us to look beyond the ordinary, to question the accepted, and to embrace a universe far more extraordinary than we ever dared to imagine. The journey continues.